Good afternoon. Today is Monday, October 17th, 2022. It's currently 2:06 p.m. and this is the meeting of the Landbank Committee. We have all of our voting members in attendance today. And also we have our new clerk, Quinn Rambo. Welcome, Quinn. She will be clerking our meetings. Also in attendance, we have our Chief Neighborhood Development Officer, Colleen Gilson, myself, Debbie Eversole, and in the audience is the Erie County Land Bank Administrator, Alex Jones. So the first thing on the agenda would be to review the meeting minutes from the September 19th meeting. Review them if there's any discussion or if there's a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. Any discussion on those?
Yes, I would, just under discussion on the second page. It says, Mr. Pajali asked if the Erie County Land Reutilization Corporation, and it ends there. I think I may have asked if they could be invited or if they had been invited to the meetings. We may want to insert that. That's the only change.
It appears we forgot to finish that sentence, doesn't it? Yes, that is supposed to read that Mr. Pajali asked if the Erie County Land Reutilization Corporation would be invited to our meetings. So that will be changed. With that correction, is there any other discussion? And I will ask Quinn then to call the roll on the motion to approve.
Steve Pajali,
Yes.
John Orzek, Jonathan Holliday,
Yes.
Jared Oliver,
Yes.
Brendan Heil.
Yes.
Great, thank you. We don't have any old business to discuss or to report. On to new business. We do have one property application for sale of property, and that is to the Firelands Habitat for Humanity. The property is at 612 Neal Street, and that's Erie County parcel number 57-01699.000. Firelands Habitat for Humanity has requested this parcel to construct a single-family residential structure that will be owner-occupied. The home will have 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, and it will be approximately 1,200 square feet. They have identified a family for this property. It is a single parent with 3 sons. They have offered $7,000 for the property, and they intend to break ground on the property in April of 2023 with an estimated completion date of October 2023. What else? The property is 49 feet by 132, and it is zoned R140, so it would fit the zoning requirements, or it would fit a residential build there. And if this is approved, this will be, I believe, their 113th home within Erie County. The taxing district at this point will collect, once the property is built, the taxing district will collect approximately $1,790. And then there's the conditions on the property is approval for recommendation from this body to the city commissioners, approval from all other boards and commissions, including but not limited to like Planning Commission, Board of Zoning Appeals, and so on, approval from the city commissioners, and then a fully executed purchase agreement and sale with the conditions within. So with that information, we ask that the Land Bank Committee either approve or deny this application for recommendation to the city commissioners. for the property located on Neal Street for sale to Firelands Habitat for Humanity.
I would move to approve this request as presented.
Second?
Okay. There is a motion and a second. Does anybody have any discussion on this application before we call roll? Okay.
I'll say I'm real excited about this sale, and I understand that the Landbank is looking to do a similar design for this house as the ones that they've done in the recent past, and I think that that'll fit in real nicely with the character there in that neighborhood. So I'm excited about the sale and appreciate the good work that Habitat's doing here in Sandusky.
Okay. I will then ask Quinn to call the roll on the motion to recommend to City Commission.
Okay. Brendan Heil,
Yes.
Jared Oliver,
Yes.
Jonathan Holliday,
Yes.
John Orzak,
Yes.
Steve Pajali.
Yes.
Great. A purchase agreement then will be drawn up, and it will go before the city commissioners at the next available meeting. Property acquisitions, we did identify 6 parcels, one with a commercial structure on it. The list is here shown, but I will review them with photos for the presentation. The first of which is a commercial building that is structurally unsafe. This is at 1228 West Osborne Street. This is a condemned commercial structure with well over 50% structural damage. It is caving in from the top. The property will be sold to the Erie County Land Reutilization Corporation and then transferred, if approved, transferred to the city commission or to the City of Sandusky Land Bank for the purpose of demolition using our CDBG funding or other available grant dollars. The second property identified is a vacant lot at 903 Hancock Street. This residential vacant land is a lot. Dimensions are 33 by 198. The land is surrounded by residential living, but it is zoned local business. The property is delinquent with the Erie County Treasurer's Office, and if approved through this body and acquired, it will be evaluated for future development. The property at 1701 Harrison Street is actually a double lot. So there's 1701 Harrison and also just a property that's called Harrison, but it is a large body of land that these vehicles are parked on. 2 residential vacant lots with the dimensions of 33 by 128 each. So if combined, would be a 66 by 128 lot. Both are zoned residential to family. Each are delinquent with the Erie County Treasurer's Office, and if acquired, will be evaluated for future development. It is noted that these are within our Sandusky South Side Master Planning Zone. 402 Bell Street is also, it appears that I might be a little too big here. I'm not getting the full pictures, I don't think. Or maybe they're cut off, I don't know. But 402 Bell, it is the grassy part next to the residential house. So this is residential vacant land, approximately 31 by 187. The property is zoned residential to family, also delinquent with the Erie County Treasurer's Office, and it will be evaluated for future development if acquired. And lastly is 313 Tiffin Ave. This is approximately 41 by 93. And this one is zoned general business. It was a recent demolition, and the property is delinquent with the Erie County Treasurer's Office, and also, if acquired, will be evaluated for future development. So that is the list we are requesting approval for. If these are recommended for approval, a resolution will be drawn up and taken before City Commission. And then we can move forward with acquiring these through the foreclosure process or transfer process.
I'll make a motion to recommend acquisition of these 6 properties.
Second.
Okay. Is there any discussion on any of these parcels or properties?
How big is the commercial one? Do we know the lot dimensions on
The building?
Yeah.
I made this really small now, didn't I? So the building, oh shoot. I did not put that on there. I'm sorry, I don't have the lot dimensions on that one.
I was just curious. It's not-
Yeah. It does span that whole corner, though.
Okay.
So it
Very
is
large.
a quite, pretty big.
Yeah, it's
But I'm just
roughly,
making sure I didn't put the dimensions.
yeah, it's roughly 2 city lots.
I was wondering, okay.
And I'm glad that Alex is here because they've been a great partner of ours recently. And I know Nicole Growe from our staff is working with Alex to try to put together a plan to resolve this dangerous situation. And we're excited about the opportunity to get it into the land bank and possibly look at either new home construction or possibly green space or try to determine what's the best reuse for that property. But we know that a unsafe, dilapidated building is not something that we want to let stay there. And I'll just lastly say that we appreciate building official Scott Tom bringing this to our attention and pulling together the team to try to put together a plan to address this property because it really is a major hazard there in the neighborhood.
I would just add that the roof had caved in the second floor, has been impacted as well, so it's a structure that we need to, I believe we need to acquire and get it taken care of as quickly as possible so we don't have any portions of that building causing any safety issues to the community there. I do have a question if we're done with that one. On the Bell Street one, is that property a buildable lot? It says 31 by 187. Is the 31 width enough?
Well, it can be with a variance, with an approved variance. The other way that we could dispose of this would be to offer it to the adjoining neighbors. I'm sorry, too far. But yes, if somebody were to present a building plan that would fit the setbacks, or, if they went to Board of Zoning Appeals and got approved through a variance process, they could build on it. But otherwise, this may be something for a side lot expansion.
Yeah, I went and took a look at that 1228 West Osborne. I didn't even realize that was there. I guess I don't get over on that side of town much, but it's definitely a safety hazard. The door's wide open, the roof's falling in. So
Yeah, it is
I would
kind of
think if
falling
we
in on
acquire
itself.
that, we'd want to get it down or at least secure it as soon as possible. I just wondered, does anybody know? It looked like it was a residential, commercial type building. There were 6 meters that were pulled off of it, and I just wondered when the last time was. If anybody knew when it would function last as a property?
Yeah, Commissioner, they had some folks that were, I think, leasing out portions of that building that were doing different work in there, and I'm not sure exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
But it was occupied at the time the roof collapsed. It's
Really?
only been I think 2 months or it's been recent that this damage has happened, so I think everybody acted pretty quickly with Alex and the building department. The fire department was involved at one point, but they ended up having to get, no one was in there when the building collapsed, but they condemned it and then let the folks get their property out of there.
If they could, right?
What's that?
If they could, if it
Right.
wasn't covered by all that debris.
Yeah.
My other question on this property is it says that the Erie County's going to acquire it. It will be sold. Do you know how much you're going to pay for this?
We, actually, I had a conversation prior to walking over here with the owner's wife, and we talked about a number right around 7,000, so, which is about half of what they paid for it 5 years ago or so.
Are they in arrears, taxes, why?
I think it's all caught up.
Oh,
And if it's behind, it's only behind one.
Yeah, I don't think it's behind at all.
And it's not delinquent, I'll put it that way. So, yeah, the backstory is quite interesting. I guess the gentleman who owns it is incarcerated, and he is the only one on the deed, which makes things interesting when you try to dispose of that property.
well, the only good news with that is it's not difficult to get service.
That is true.
Yeah. And these other ones, we'll just, you'll take those through or we'll grab them through the sheriff's sale process?
Yeah, if there's no minimum bid, with this resolution, we would be the winning bidder.
All right. That's all I have.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, I'd ask Quinn then to call the roll on motion.
John Orzak,
Yes.
Steve Pajali,
Yes.
Jonathan Holliday,
Yes.
Brendan Heil,
Yes.
Jared Oliver.
Yes.
Okay, that one as well will go to the next city commission meeting. Is there anything that anybody would like to discuss while we're here? We have all members here. Not otherwise, I will have a 2023 schedule. Just as a reminder, normally we do the third Monday of the month if there are applications. So I think for 2022, we left out December and January of the first month and then December. We can do that again, or we can have all 12 months scheduled, the third Monday of the month, and then if we don't have any applications, we can just cancel the meeting. But I do plan to get a schedule out for next month, and Quinn will put calendar invites on all of your calendars for you. Does anybody have any thoughts about keeping January and December open for, as because of the holidays, or should we go ahead and schedule 12 months?
I think
Do you
we should skip December for sure.
Second.
Yeah, that hits Christmas week, right?
Oh, that would be,
Like
we would
this
have to
Monday.
probably fluctuate the date. We'll keep December off for sure. And then, it's usually the third Monday of the month.
That would be Martin Luther King.
Okay, all right, so we would have
Oh,
to
so we can
adjust.
move it anyways?
Yeah, we would have to probably adjust to the Tuesday of that month or a different week. But, all right, does anybody have anything else to discuss, or if not, the magic word is,
Make a motion to adjourn.
thank you, we're adjourned.